Hi there, I'm Justina of Just Classical, and today I'd like to take you on a tour of the Times Table Tunes. So once you've logged in to the platform where Times Table Tunes is hosted, that is, once you've made your purchase, you'll see what's available to you. I have lots of courses available because I'm the course owner, and you're going to find the one that says Times Table Tunes, Sing Your Way to Multiplication Mastery, and click on it. It will immediately open to the very first unit or module in Times Table Tunes, which is the Introduction to Times Table Tunes bundle. Here's where I explain how the bundle is going to help you. It's the welcome, it's the introduction. It shows our proven process and how you can use this. So first, I recommend that you watch the Times Table Tune video for one number. So we're going to start with the visual and the aural at the same time, so they can associate the song with the visual. And then the second step is to listen to the Times Table Tune for the same number without the visual, just using the audio file. And that's where we're going to reinforce just listening and really memorizing those numbers and perhaps not being distracted by the visual at that point. Now, at that time, you also might want to follow along with the sheet music for that particular Times Table Tune, because that is the bonus, that you get the sheet music with this. So that would give them a different visual than watching a video if they're reading along with the words and the music at the same time as they listen. The third step is to learn the Times Table Tune phrase by phrase. So I am including another video about how to learn a song, and usually we break it into phrases so that they learn. So they're going to be repeating 1 times 1 over and over, and that will help reinforce the memory of that particular fact. So if you learn it phrase by phrase, they're learning the tune, they're learning the multiplication fact at the same time together and repeating that fact over and over. And then eventually you will put those phrases together for the whole song. Number 4, you're going to reinforce these multiplication facts with chanting, worksheets, and flashcards. So those are all included. Again, I'll show you all those things in a few minutes, but I'm just showing you the process. So you can reinforce by just chanting 1 times 1 equals 1, 1 times 2 equals 2, in that kind of a way. Worksheets, those worksheets, there's 5 versions of them. And so you can use them simply to practice their math facts as their worksheet for the day, or you can use them as time tests. And then of course there's flashcards, which is going to help them to retain the information even more, because it's kind of like a timed thing, but they're getting immediate reinforcement, because the idea with flashcards is that you as the parent are doing the flashcards with them. And so if they get the answer wrong, they immediately get feedback from you that they've gotten the answer wrong. If they've gotten the answer right, you're flashing through the card again quickly. So once you know one number and all the times table for that number, you're going to repeat this whole process over and over. So you're going to repeat that process for one number until you've mastered it, and then you're going to repeat it for other numbers. So here's just a little information about why songs will help your child memorize the times table, how the videos go further to reinforce the times table because it gives you the visual and the aural, and then how you can add kinesthetic learning too with movement and writing, and how the flashcards help increase the speed of relaying answers and remembering them, and why times table tunes are different than other multiplication songs, and then how much time you and your child should devote to learning the times table tunes. So at the bottom, once you've gone through this, you can hit continue, and it will take you to the first section, which is the audio versions of the timetable tunes. So you can download all these MP3s. You are going to have to go through and click each one to download it. So the first section does show all of the songs together in one section. And so this might be the only time you ever go through this section, so it might not matter to you, because you're going to download them. But if you want to just keep coming back to this platform, if you click on one of them, it will take you to another page. Hopefully you can see this page too, and then it immediately starts playing the tune. So you can just start playing the tune from this page, or you can click here and it'll let you download it. And then you can create your own streaming. You can create a CD, you can make a playlist of your own. Now, if you click, once you have seen all of the tunes, if you click continue, it's going to take you to one's times table tune all by itself. So then you click continue, it takes you to two's times table tune. So this is a little superfluous, but if you look on the sidebar here, we've got some different sections. The times table tune audios. So it's got the times table tunes, ones through cubes all together, which I just showed you. Or if you're just wanting to work on a particular song, say you want to learn the nines today, you can just click on the nines and go straight there and work on that. So you don't have to hit continue every time to go to the next section. You can use this sidebar as your guide through as well. Or you can click go back to the last section. But as you can see, you've been through the introduction to the times table tunes bundle. We've talked about the times table tunes audios. If you scroll down, we will go to the times table tune videos. Now I can't just click on that one because there's nothing, that's just a title, but let's go to the ones. And this time I didn't put them all together because you will want to click on each individual video to watch. And so if you click on it, it will pull up the video for you. Now these are not downloadable. Let's see. Yeah, they're not downloadable, just to protect the integrity of my platform and my property, that you actually have purchased it, so that I don't want other people just downloading it for themselves who haven't purchased it. So you do have to watch it on my platform, but you have a play button there and some audio controls here. Okay, so that opens in a separate tab, and then you can click continue to go to the next one. Or as I said, you can scroll down on the sidebar and you can click on the song you wanted. Your child wants to learn the nines. Let's watch the nines video. And it does not just auto start, you can start it when you want to. Okay, so those are the videos. So now we'd have to go to the sidebar. If you're not going to watch all the videos in one day, you're not going to want to hit the continue button. You're wanting to scroll down the side. All right, so here is the next section. One of the references you get as part of this bundle is the times table booklet. So this is really just a reference guide for you, and it's going to give you each of the times tables, and you can make a flip book out of it. So again, you click the button, it gives you the document, it gives you a little explanation, instructions how to print it most effectively, and I suggest using cardstock and laminating it and cutting them apart, and then punching a hole in the middle of the top of each multiplication table to put a book or binder ring through the holes to create a quick flip book for yourself. So that's just a reference book, and that can be used to help to reinforce, like to just use when you're singing along with the songs, a visual reinforcement, or to check answers. So then, of course, we have multiplication flashcards. Again, I'm going to use the side to scroll, or in this case, I could use the continue button and it'll take me to that. So these things you can just download one time. You're not going to be going to them multiple times. So you click the download the flashcards button and you'll get this. Again, I give you instructions how to do it. Again, I suggest printing it on two-sided cardstock and selecting print on both sides of the paper and flip on the short edge so that the answers match up correctly on the backs. Otherwise, you're going to have the incorrect answer on the back of your page. So make sure you flip on the short edge. So then next we can hit continue again, because you'll download these one time. You'll get your times table for chanting. Now chanting, let's take a look at these so you'll understand a little better how you can use these sheets. It's just another way to reinforce memorizing the math facts, and you're going to print these two-sided. So on the first page, it just gives you a reference chart of the math fact. Let's use a different number than 1 this time. Let's use 3s. So your child can go through and say, 3 times 1 equals 3. 3 times 2 equals 6. 3 times 3 equals 9. 3 times 4 equals 12. 3 times 5 equals 15. 3 times 6 equals 18. 3 times 7 equals 21. Now I'm just chanting it in a chanting voice, but they might want to chant it in the rhythm of the tune that they learned as well. It can be either way. Now they might want to just chant one number that they're really trying to memorize over and over. 3 times 1 equals 3. 3 times 1 equals 3. 3 times 1 equals 3. And they can repeat that, I would recommend, at least 7 times. And then they can go on to the next one. I didn't organize it that way, but you have the whole thing so they can chant through all of them. And then you have a sheet that has a blank for the answer so that they can chant through them. And this time, their brain, they have to fill in what the correct answer is. So this can be used for chanting, but this could also be used where they actually have to fill it in and write it. So they get some of that kinesthetic. So these are the chanting tables. Then you'll click continue. And you'll go to the multiplication facts practice sheets book. Okay, this is actually a full practice book. So when you go to download the multiplication facts workbook, you'll see that it is a full workbook. It's 173 pages because there are 5 versions of each number. So for multiplying by 1, you see version 1, version 2, version 3, version 4, version 5. And now it moves on to multiplying by 2. Version 1, 2, and so forth. So you get 5 versions of each number so that you can use these over and over. If you want to print it out as a book, you can. If you want to print them out on single side so that you can put them in a sheet protector and use a dry erase marker on them, then you can do that so that you can use them over and over. You can use them as a practice worksheet for the day, or you can use it as a time test to help increase the speed. So you'll also find answers at the end. So I'm going to scroll down really fast through all of the practice pages. So now we're doing, cubes. I actually put 3 numbers. You're not going to usually see that, right? But it emphasizes that we're doing cubes. And then now we're down to the answer sheet. So the answer sheets are in red. You get the answers and it goes with whatever version. So that's why I have versions on there. So if you have multiplying by 1, version 4, then you want to look for the page that has the version 4 solutions to match. So these are all of the practice sheets and the answers that you'll find in the multiplication facts book. So then you will find one last thing. It's kind of a bonus, and it's the times table tunes sheet music. So the sheet music is, if you're already a musician, then you will love this. It will help you to learn the tune better as you lead as a parent, but it also provides your children, if they like the song, then they can learn to play it on the piano perhaps. There's chords as well if they want to learn it on guitar. Just a fun another way to use these tunes to develop musicality, but again, to add visual. So if you want to get to, let's say, the 4s, then you've got the words as well to follow along with the tune to emphasize another way of learning through visual. So that is the last thing in here. So if you hit continue, this time it's going to take you back to your courses. So that's everything that's in Times Table Tunes Sing Your Way to Multiplication Mastery bundle. So you see that it's everything you need to help your child to learn the multiplication tables and to really enjoy it, because they're going to be singing, they're going to be seeing videos, they're going to be using kinesthetic. So it's not taking away all of the traditional ways, because we still want to use chanting and flashcards and practice worksheets or time tests. Those do help learn the times tables, but it's adding the fun of singing and the power of music as a memory device. So I hope you enjoy the times table tunes, and I hope that you will check out other things that I offer through Just Classical.